So, hello everyone, it's time for Arifureta, the greatest Isekai anime ever, with CGI shit and so on, that it's like awesome. But yeah, you know, it's Arifureta time, the greatest anime that ever existed. Oh my god. Last episode was great. I mean, there was a lot of sweaty oppies. I felt half the episode looking at the bunny oppies. I love that the gift that I made and so on, right? So you got Discord and so on if you haven't seen it, Twitter. Yeah, follow me on Twitter and Discord and so on, you know, your Discord channel, follow me on Twitter and so on. Because on Twitter I publish all these like gifs, you know. Yeah, I'm you know, on Twitter I'm like, look at this images here, you know, it's the boobs, whatever, here is the, you know, oppa gifs and so on. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Discord too, that's first Discord and then Twitter. But I usually post them on both, right? So yeah, follow me for a lot of etchy tweets. I feel my Twitter account is goddamn etchy, man. It's like 50% etchy, definitely. But anyway, because I loved last week, right? And Shia, our beloved bunny girl, she was like running, right? And her oppas were flying up, and you couldn't see her neck anymore. It was these boobs. It was just like, you know, two gigantic boobs right there. Her body was like this, right? it was just like two gigantic boobies that was like covering, and like she had no neck or, you know, body anymore. It's like two oppas and a floating head. Yeah, it was like her whole body is like boobs and a head. Yeah, there's nothing else. There's no legs. You can see half the arm. It was just like two floating knockers and a bunny girl head. Yeah, it was like, oh my god, that scene was amazing. And then it was him sitting and sweating and so on. But anyway, then we go to this flame hydra or whatever it is, right? And it actually looks pretty decent, right? And I keep saying that, like we said in comments and so on. I agree. I miss the CDI, you know. And I'm not people like me, right? We're watching it for the trash, you know. Honestly, come on, it's trash Isekai, right? CDI, you're watching it because I mean, I genuinely think that honestly I like it, right, but it's really ugly because I can laugh at it. Now instead, it's kind of like it's not good enough to be like impressed by it. You know, it's no Isekai right or whatever. So now it's like just very bad, right? But it's not like insanely bad. So you're like, yeah, I mean some scenes are really bad. Don't get me wrong, but I mean. The flame hydra looks like it's bad, right? It doesn't look amazingly bad. So then you can actually kind of prefer if it's just really bad instead of being like decently bad. Yeah, I mean it's just like this is kind of mid, right? But anyway, just watching it. It's probably gonna be uglier. Don't worry, guys. It's gonna be ugly CGI, I'm sure. So 3, 2, 1, and go! Arifureta. I love it. Oppies, bunny oppies. And she can float. That was actually, yeah, that made no sense to me last episode. But then we could see her standing on this like flying disc, right? And I was like, okay, actually now I guess she can like fly fight or something. That wasn't explained how she did it, but whatever. I guess she's fly fighting, and then I actually kind of like, yeah, it made more sense, I guess. But anyway, then a giant sky beam appears, and then we have the opening. Goddamn horror anime. On a submarine though, yeah, so he's gonna get a submarine, I guess. Probably in this dungeon, right? I mean, aren't they standing on a submarine there? Doesn't he have like a tech submarine in the water there? I just feel like it would be hard traveling a submarine though, because mostly the anime they're traveling on land. They haven't even seen travel water yet, so I don't know how we have a submarine, but I guess in a lot of JRPG games, right, Final Fantasy and so on, right, Dragon Quest particularly, very often do you get a boat, right, and then you get the flying. You know, first you get the boat, so you can travel different islands, right? And then you get the flying boat, so you can travel different sky islands or whatever, and land on the cliffs on it. Certainly. We have the, you know, the naked lady in the opening, though. Yeah, the nun there, right? That's getting odd. That's true. We haven't really got to her. She's probably a new horror member, yeah. Yeah, but today I put on my starter shirt. Oh, best goddess. Of course, after Aqua, of course. Yeah, but Aqua behind me, though. Yun was it because no, I think it's fun, you know. Yeah, Yun could get the voice her, right, you know. What's her name again? Oh, look at the pants doing the open there. Oh yeah, we have this Indian woman. We saw, of course, the first scene, but maybe there's a nun though, right? There is this like, you know, etchy nun right in the opening. Maybe that is the angel. I can see a nun turning into an angel, right? They could be the same person, but that's true. We saw the angel the first minute, episode 100, I believe. Wasn't some kind of dream. So that, I guess, a possibility. Okay, Black and White is called. It would be kind of fun if the episode now was just Black and White. Then. This is called Black and White. So, I mean, it would be kind of funny, right, if it was just Black and White. Come on! Am I the only guy who would be kind of funny? They were like, it's Black and White, man. Anyway, I guess he blocked it because he's a man. Oh, well, he blocked it, but, yeah, he's falling into the lava. Or magma, whatever. What's the rules now again? I believe that magma is when it's inside the earth and lava is when it's outside the volcano. Because they're fighting inside the volcano, I guess it's magma, and if it goes outside the volcano, you know, up in the sky and then lands on whatever, then it's lava, I think. I think that's the correct version, so it's probably magma fruit. I think that's how it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. And she's like flashbacking when she was etchy. Yeah, she's flashbacking the time she had no pantsu. Good. Very good flashback, yeah. This anime gets it, yeah! Let's flashback time she had no clothes on her. Yeah, very good, very good. What was... Oh. I was like, what was there? There was something, what's my... Yeah. Doing live stream reaction, you're like, what's my hand? Something weird, yeah. I put my hand in glue. I'm sorry, but it's just something weird on my left hand. It's something happening. But here we go. Yeah, I mean, what can she do, right? I keep thinking that, yes, last episode she could fly this thing, but what can she do if no one is magically giving her this, right? Like, there must be some other person giving her this power, right? She can create a flying disc herself, right? I don't think so, at least. I mean, it wasn't explained how she had it flying this, but I don't think she can do it. So yeah, what can she do? How can she even go out and help them without the flying disc, right? Because he's gonna fall into the magma, right? They gotta kiss him. Gotta give him that vampire kiss. Oh, a voice? Well, it's probably the bad guys earlier in the opening zone, no, of course. Here we go! I can see the eye, baby! Yes! Here comes the demon lord something. Yeah, he's like the demon lord or whatever. He's something like that, right? Maosama or something. He's general of the... He's like a lieutenant general demon lord kind of guy. I don't know what his title is, but he's something like a demon lord. Come on, look at him. He's a demon lord, yeah. He's like, yeah. Yeah, bastard, you hurt my demon army, right? Yeah. He's a demon general or what? Of course it's fine. Horror main character! I mean, who often is okay to die from a random skybeam? And I also have... This makes no sense. How did they get over there? Right? She just ran there, but they were like on 2 different platforms. I'm just saying, the details aren't really explained in this anime in the fight in lava, right? Yeah, because they were like maybe, I don't know, 100 yards at least right in between them, and suddenly she's running to him. Like, how did she run to him when there's this magma in between them? She can't run to him, right? It's like a, you know, and it wasn't that the dragon Tio turned into a dragon and fly, right? She also ran. Maybe they created like a sky bridge or something. I'm just saying, you know, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't really matter that much, but I'm just saying, right? Like, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. It's not a big deal, though, honestly. It's not a big deal compared to all the other issues. It's the least concern of this anime. But anyway, he's like, yeah, I'm an evil demon lord. I don't know. Yeah, he talks in the I am. He's like, you know, I am the emperor kind of guy. Yeah, Vagado. Yeah, he's very like proud of his power, right? So, classic bad guy. His dragons are very CGI ugly though, so that's great. His voice is kind of familiar. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, now they're gonna fight. Look at that. Look at the harm armor. He's like, come on, man, wanna fight? I got my huge sexy girls to fight me. Yeah, there we go. Edgelord, power up! Yeah, no, they all just... Oh yeah, her hammer can shoot stuff. That was like, they are like magicians. She's like, the hammer shooting. Kind of a Jace thing there, yeah. Hammer laser shit. I just feel like, it's so ugly. It's like turtles on the dragons and they look hideous. Oh my god, it's like some CGI turtle shit on the... Oh my god, some... Yeah, he's like, I got medical protection with my turtles. Yeah, it's like super ugly flying turtles and dragons. Oh my god. Oh, nice. He picks up a CGI rocket launcher. Or could be, yeah, whatever. That's so ugly. Brings up this like super random mech weapon. Now it's teleporting, I guess. Yeah. With like, oh my god, like ugly CGI laser beam from the dragon. The color I feel is the wrong color too for that kind of dragon. What? And then the dragon was like flying too? Oh god, it looks so ugly. What's happening? This is like not Sakuga, not Sakuga. Oh my god, it's so ugly. Yeah. But I guess she knows them because she's a dragon, right? It's like her brothers or whatever. I guess it's her siblings. Yeah, it's like, no, master is fighting my brethren, you know. It's like, no, that's my sister or something, yeah. She of course is like, Tio is like, no, that's my family. Those stupid dragons, he corrupted my... Oh, here we go, Dosan. The Tio flashback. Oh, it has to be probably her father's death, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's like dad's gonna die, right? Yeah. So he's probably dying, right? Yeah, he got like an arrow in his back there. So I guess this is when her dragon papa died. You know, he was probably the emperor or whatever, right? So the king of the... He's like some kind of Jade Emperor, right? Kind of character. Cute little Tio. Yeah. Cute little kawaii Tio. What if you could see his daughter's etchiness now? He'd probably be very proud of her. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's triggering Tio's inner dragon personality, yeah. This fight to me just makes, I don't know, they haven't explained any power levels here, so I'm just kind of like, okay, here comes the demon lord, it's like, I got a dragon and he blasts the main character, right? And the main character's like, yeah, I'm just blocking it with my rocket launcher. It's like, man, so many more of them. But I just feel like nothing here is explained whatsoever. This probably would be better, this probably better than the novel, they probably actually detail out what's happening, right? Yeah, because this would be so random. Now it's like, I'm just flying against your laser beam with my like gun or something, with my shield weapon. I mean, I honestly have no idea what the power levels are. What are the levels? You know, it just feels very arbitrary. Here we go, she's pissed off now though with her dragons. Here comes his wife dragon. It's like, you killed my dad! Which is a black dragon, of course. And they are white dragons. So just put some kind of rivalry. You killed all my dragon friends, and you know, white dragons are evil, black dragons are good dragons or whatever, you know. Reverse color thing. This is kind of like in World of Warcraft, where most black dragons are dead, right? Yeah, because they're evil. They got extinguished, basically, almost. They almost killed them all, yeah. Yeah, and touch my master! I want him to F me again. But I'm sorry, but come on! Tio is a hot chick, seriously. She's like, don't hurt my master, I love him! But it's like, yeah, she's like, I want him to press that nail up my butt again, you know what I mean? She's like weird, you know, she's like, yeah, I want to have him stuck up my butt again, yeah, he's really good when it comes to etchy stuff, don't touch him. He's like, I just feel her motivation is a naughty thing. But yeah, okay, they have a little CGI beam battle, Kamihas. Okay, sure. And he's still alive with a sniper gun again. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. What? A weird triangle? I mean, that feels so random. He's like, triangle block or something. Yeah, he's like, I mean, am I the only guy? He's like, triangle block. Something like a little triangle blocks a laser beam or something. Like, how does that work? It's just like, haha, I can summon triangles to block you or something, you know? It's just like, yeah, I'll keep fighting. And yeah, of course Tio wins because she's a waifu dragon. The other one is probably a boy dragon, and they can't defeat female dragons, we all know that. The mastery are power, right? Boob dragons. The turtles are so ugly though. The dragons with turtles. It's like, it's actually pretty intelligent, of course. There's like magical turtles on the dragons, but it looks so ugly in CGI. It's like, it looks so goddamn ugly. He's like, haha, I got my, turtle CGI. It's like, yeah, great. And of course he's like, master! Please, master, the nail! I want the nail! Oh my god, this is easily one of the absolute worst as I've seen in my life, right? When he of course, when he seduces Tio. Seduces Tio. That's one of the worst scenes I've ever seen in my life. Let's be honest here, right? It's one of the goddamn ugliest anime things I've ever seen ever. Like, it's just straight up, right? It is very, very ecchi though. It's very hentai, of course. But I mean, it's so ugly too. I mean, she's like a CGI dragon, right? But her hole is, you know, animated. Yeah, it's that thing too, that the hentai thing looks proper. It's just like, they're like, let's budget the hole. Yeah, let's budget the hole, but not in form of her. But not her. Oh my god. Oh, this anime. Oh. I still have PTSD, okay? Since I saw that scene. They gave me PTSD, man. The nail scene, yeah. But anyway. Who's voicing him? God damn it. I was like, who's voicing him? Pretty typical evil voice. I can't figure it out, but it's so... It's familiar, but not like insanely familiar, so I can't really like pinpoint it. I mean, sometimes, you know, you're like, oh, this guy immediately, right? This guy's like, I definitely heard him before, but it's like, And here's more of the ugly. It's the same scene too. This is the 4th time they use this scene. Yeah, it's also very lazy because they keep using that scene. They keep using a few of the same scenes, right, over and over again. So it's also that we have seen this exact scene before. It's not like a new scene with the dragons. This is the same scene, right? So, but it's pretty common in a lot of animes. In this animated defense, right, reusing scene is of course a common thing, right? But it's very noticeable when they reuse the uglies. Like they're reusing the ugly dragon scene. You're like, I think I've seen this before. Yeah, like I've been here before in my life. It really feels like that. Oh yeah, I remember this. I remember. Okay, so he has on... Okay, it opens the gate, okay. Yeah, he has some kind of like, not like coin, but an emblem, I guess, something. Some kind of like little... A circular thing there, but I guess it opens up this gate here, yeah, it's like a key. Okay. Yeah, now the dragon flies out there, but how did they enter that? I mean, they entered through the subbeam, I guess, but still. If he had a door, couldn't he just open the door instead? It's kind of like he broke in when he has a door, he has a key to the door. Couldn't he use the key instead? Why did he like blast through the roof if he has a key? I look at, oh my god, now he's like touching her, now she's like seducing her, oh my god, now it's like a love thing, he's like, yeah, you did good, dragon waifu. She's like, oh yeah, touch me. But come on! She's like, yeah, master. He's like, oh yeah, you did good, girl. Such a good pet. Oh yes, please mount me, master, please ride me again. You know, he's like, god damn it. This anime, yeah. She got that little turn on there immediately, and he was like, yeah, you did good, girl. Oh, you're touching my, I don't know, this is my dragon oppa or something. Something stupid. I'm just imagining her being like, that part of me is my oppa, but I'm a dragon or something. Yes, or something stupid. I'm sorry, but I just can't handle, I mean, Tio I think is cute though, but you know what I mean. Like, again, I have PTSD, okay? I have PTSD, man. I saw this woman getting, you know, art right. I have PTSD. Yeah, they were gonna jump on her and fly, right? Yeah. Man, it's so bad animated. Yeah, just once, it's like... It's just, you know, they're not animating the mouth, right? They're like... It's very much like that, yeah. Instead of animating her moving, right, her mouth, it's like... It's very much, but the same thing last too, right? They're very much the same thing, yeah. They're like... They have her mouth and face moving very little, right? Now they're also blasting, I guess... Yeah, now they're also like blasting from the hole. They kind of waited for a while to shooting though. I don't know why the dragons waited for like a minute or two. What? But these dragons are... They doesn't make any sense. Now the dragons are suddenly down again. But then they all fly up in the gate. And now they're suddenly like... That made no sense, okay? Weren't they like down there? These dragons here first flew up into the gate. So why would they be so close to the magma? They should be way further up. Oh, whatever. Doesn't make any sense, but okay. They're shooting at them. Yeah, and Tio-chan, you know, boobies, he flies up there. Yeah. Oh, this is very Star Wars now, or FC or whatever. Yeah, I wonder why they would build this thing. Why would they build it? It's for gaming! The game room is like, oh, I see. It's like classic gaming thing, but you know, why would they have the doors in different angles? But it's way more fun, of course, for a video game, if it's built like that, but it doesn't make any sense in the house. It's very video gaming. One of the hardest things in F-Zero-GX. It's another other PTSD thing I have from GameCube era there. Nice. Her husband summons his shields there. Yeah. That's my master, Sugoi! I mean, this is kind of cute now. She's like, Sugoi! Master! Gets her shield. He's like, so like, yeah, touch me on, master! You're the best, yeah. Oh, that was cute though. She got so happy there when she got protected, yeah. Master, I love you too! Yeah. And here they are, of course, his weird Templar shield things. Yeah, they're gonna explode, of course. Ultimate strategy, man. First to protect your waifu, then they explode in your face. Yeah, come on. Perfect strategy, yeah. First you block and then you explode. Okay, she flies away back to that capital, I guess, for the Duke. It was like a dukedom or whatever. I mean, technically it's like a duke, right? So maybe it wasn't the capital, but it's like the duke or whatever. Doesn't really matter, but you know what I mean. Like he's the. It wasn't a duke kingdom, so it wouldn't be the capital. It would be more like the local government thing, whatever, probably in the country. But doesn't matter. Well, I guess a dukedom can have its own capital, but not really, because a dukedom usually only one city and some villages, so not really. What's happening now? What's happening here? They're mentally controlled or something? What? Yeah, weird. The soldiers looked like they were not zombies, but they were mind controlled, like they were dead in their face. Very strange scene, suddenly. Of course, I really don't care about these characters, and they're so badly beat up. The princess has like almost no screen time, of course, last season, so this is so, you know, whatever. And yeah, she got owned. She's like the only older female, right, that has a build up, of course, except the one Cairo is with them. Yeah, but she's like the only character left, I mean, here that has any importance, right? That's how it feels, right? Like, yeah, like she's the only woman that we can have any bearing on. Because the other characters at the place now, who cares about them, right? I mean, the one of them, of course, is already in the harem, right? She's the only girl left outside the harem, right? So she's probably gonna join the harem eventually and, you know, get some edgelord PP, right? But, yeah. I guess it's about her, because the prince doesn't really matter. But it was just strange how the princess with the king there and the soldiers just looked at her like she was like a dead, yeah. Oh, so she's cat weak. Okay, so she's very cat smitten, okay. She likes kittens. Okay, suddenly turned very neko waifu. Okay, what? What is this? This is so random. It's just like, princess! It's not, I'm a badass sword lady. Don't look at me like that. You like cats? It's like, no! I'm a badass sword lady. This is even better. Cat face. Yeah. Nya! Of course, it's like there's a cat sound. Nya! Oh god, that was fun. Yeah. Nya! Okay, that was good. That was completely random. That felt so random. It was like suddenly we see her in like a little cat outfit. Oh no! Yeah. Nya! Oh my god. Yeah. Nya! That was fun. Yeah, so now they're gonna like, he's a villain, of course. Yeah, he's the villain. But there's nothing new. He's a shield hero, you know. He's going the shield hero route, yeah. Oh, they all hate him, whatever. Do we care about that? Do we care that no one likes the edgelord guy? Not really, right? Yeah, and of course this is the guy who betrayed him and so on, of course. Oh, he's gonna be betrayed, right? He's gonna join the demons. Like, for example, in... like I'm a spider and so on. Yeah, come on, he's gonna netter. He's gonna join the demons order. This is the most cliche thing ever. This is the most cliche thing ever. The another demon is like, dude, don't you wanna smash her? I could make her your slave. Why don't you team up with me, boy? Like, come on. Here comes the demon chicken. It's like, why don't you and me have a good time, pretty boy? Come on. This is the most like tropey thing ever, right? The betrayal guy is not gonna join with, you know, yeah, he's gonna like join up with the demon chick and, you know, to try to get some waifu, whatever, yeah. This is exactly how it is in Spider, and he's like, I also want to have a harem, and then joins the demon lords, yeah, and he joins the demon army because he didn't get a harem. This is exactly like that. Here we go. Take the final steps, become a demon servant, yeah. Then you wish, yeah, why don't you join me, pretty boy? Ah. My dream is like my own harem, my own sex slaves. Yeah, I wanna smash no matter what. He's like, if she becomes my wife, I will kill everyone for you. Man, that feels like the most cliche thing ever. He's already evil though. We already know he betrayed them and shot him down somewhere, right? He's already the most evil guy ever. But come on, holy shit. that really felt like the most cliche bullshit thing ever. I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm just saying like, it's just so cliche, you know. He's out here, he's all angry, like, no, why did he survive for? I shot him in the back, I made the bridge fall down, you know, I betrayed him, how can he be alive, you know? And then suddenly an evil voice is like, oh, you couldn't kill him! What if you get my powers? Then you can kill them all! You know? Suddenly some random evil lady is like, oh, do you want some powers? And I'm going immediately, she's like, I know you wanna, you know, you wanna have sex with that chick, right? You know, the priest girl you want, right? How do you know that? It's like, oh, I know stuff. I can make it happen for you. She can become your wife forever, your slave. You mean that? I will be evil. You know, it's the most cliche thing ever. And like whatever, Spider had last had the exact same thing where the one guy couldn't get the horror right. He was angry that he couldn't get smashing, and so he joins the demon army because he's like, I also want to have waifus. It's so unfair. It's a harem. I want to be the main character. Goddamn Shu and his stupid main character shit, you know. Oh my god, he just felt, man. This thing was cute though. She was lying, and he summons the shit. She was so happy. It was adorable. You know, she's flying through this like first of all. She's flying through this, like, you know, F-Zero, right? Whatever video game, right? I'm just saying, I mean, it doesn't matter that much, right? But I think it's funny that you would imagine that why would anyone ever build like this, you know? Why would they build like 10 gates, and one is like that, next is that, next, you know, why would anyone do this, like, randomizing this, like, door shit, right? There is one thing that is true, though, honestly, that some part of a fortress building size, it would actually be more stable if the doors are not in the same... so basically, this is pretty basic physics, right? Where's my phones? I need something else. Okay, this thing here, right? It's pretty basic physics, right? If you have two things like that, or if you twist them like that, right? This is fucking round, so it doesn't make any sense. What am I doing? Here's another phone. Okay, good. So if it's like that, right? Two flat surfaces like this has some stability, right? But this here is more stable because here one force that goes through in the middle is gonna cut them both in the same vector, but in this way the vector actually has to divert a bit. So it is true that it's harder to break through two objects if the objects are like that instead. But the thing is that doesn't make any sense anyway because they have a distance between them, right? So that kind of force, because if you build a tank, like a modern tank, an armored tank, with layers, so you have different layers to protect against anti-armor missiles, right? Because, you know, a modern tank, right, has more than one layer of its plating, otherwise they're easily pierced by like anti-missiles. So you have another layer around that like diverts a lot of the force, right? And that's kind of how they, you know, are doubly up and armored. So a modern tank had like 3 layers or whatever. But basically, those layers are very close. They have a little distance between them, but they're very close, right? So the air makes it, you know, harder to kind of diversion power. But this is too big, right? But anyway, so yeah, it makes no sense. But it's very video gamer, right? You have to fly through these gates and like. Exactly. Example, F-Zero as a stage, you have to drive your car and go up and down and on the side of it because like dung dung dung, yeah, and like that. It's very very video gamey, certainly. But I think it's very cute how this scene was great. I mean, obviously CGI is terrible, so the voice actor of Tio, she does everything. I mean, come on, the voice actor is doing everything because obviously the CGI, she has no expression on her face, right? Her mouth is the same. The CGI is utter crap, right? So there's obviously no emotion here in the CGI, in the actual animation or whatever you call it. The ugliness, but her voice was like, oh my god, Master, you love me, I love you. So I think the voice actor, she delivered, right? You know, so I don't remember who was doing her voice, but anyway, her CEO, her voice actor was Tio. She of course delivered the emotion. She was like getting off there. Oh, Master, people text me, I smile, yeah. And you know, she was basically getting off there, right, by being protected by him. So that was cute. That was adorable. But of course, it is really the voice doing it because if you look at the next scene, this is the same. This is 30 seconds later, something else. It looks the same, right? No, I let it go there for like a few seconds or whatever. It's the same. It doesn't matter, yeah. Like it's the exact same. It's a GIF animation, right? It's the same thing for like a minute or two. It doesn't. Yeah, it's no. They like. This is so obvious too that they're not like changing. You know, like they're not changing how it looks, right? Like, it's the exact same animation for I don't know, like 3-4 minutes. Like her face just goes up and down at that. Who does her voice? Tio-chan, Yoko Hikasa. Can't say I recognize her name honestly. Ah, but of course, oh my god, it's landlady. What Why I always forget her poor name? Of course, it's Landlady. It's from Yaiba, of course, not Maria, the very powerful oppai nun. Yeah, the very powerful oppai lady in of course, Vampire Diaries easily. But yeah, of course, it's for me, the character, she's also like Vivi and so on, but the character for me, right, I know she's of course Landlady, right, from Yaiba. And she's like, I hate you, Landlady! And Yaiba was like, just screw you, stupid Landlady! Like that's the character I of course remember her from. She's also like, she plays the MILF in Species of Viewers. She's the elf MILF. And Freya, she does some other characters too, yeah, she does other characters too, but she's the elf MILF. But who does the bad guy? Who does the Dragon Demon Lord guy? Who does him? It's not Katleya, of course, that's the other Demon Lord, that's his wife or whatever. That's the other demon chick that of course got betrayed, like, whatever. Like, who? Tio's father? Ah, come on, where's his name? We can even find who was her father. Which I don't recognize at all his name, but like, god damn it, who is voicing... who is voicing... Oh, this is classic my reaction. I was trying to figure out who's doing the voice actor. Oh my god. No, let's go like this, right? Vicky. I want to see if we can find... Okay, give me a second here. I'm gonna figure it out. Who does his voice, right? Here's the harem. This is a spin-off, whatever. Yeah, this Vicky probably has every character, okay? So who can I see? Okay, characters. No, not that guy. This maybe? There we go. Yeah, he's antagonist, of course. He's a, supreme commander, yada yada. Who is his voice actor? Finally, Katsuyuki Konichi. Okay, it's Laxus in Fairy Tail. Okay, of course, that's probably what I'm thinking. Yeah, okay. Okay, so see, this is where damn it! This is where you're like, here he is! He's Uzui! I hate that shit, because you're like, I recognize his voice actor, right? You recognize his voice actor, but it's not like I can really tell, right? Because, let's be honest here, right? I watch Demon Slayer every week, obviously I read the Nesco, right, I watch Demon Slayer, and Uzui's voice is good, he's doing a good job, right? But it's not like I really have like this, this is a voice that I've seen in so many animes. He's been in other animes too, he's been in like, what did I say? He's been in, in Fairy Tail, like Laxus, right? The Lightning on Nisha and so on. Yeah, so I've seen more than that too, right? But this is a voice that I, like he's done some animes, right? But not like like he has been like a main character, right? You know what I mean? So, but of course, you watch Demon Slayer every week, right? And of course, I watched a lot of Uzui last Sunday. So his voice, of course, is back in my brain. So I was like, I recognize him, but of course, he's not doing the same voice, right? Uzui is like, I'm the flashiest guy alive, right? And this guy's like, I'm even Demon Lord, like, oh yeah, kill you all, right? So yeah, it's a very different voice. He's doing a different voice, right? But goddamn it, it frustrates me now. It's like, of course, it's Uzui. Like, no, that's what I read. I'm like, of course, that's why I recognize it, because I just saw Demon Slayer a few days ago, right? Yeah. If I had seen Demon Slayer today, I probably would have picked him up, right? It's also done Blood and so on what's it called? Oh my god, Fairway Pad in last season. That's probably the anime I saw with him last season. Done some more animes. He was in No Guns, No Life and so on, but not like a big character. And he was the king in... yeah, this is what I mean, right? So this is what I mean, yeah. He's not like a very famous voice actor, right? But he's done like a lot of animes, but he's usually been like supportive characters, yeah. He's been a lot of like supportive characters. So, god damn it! Because I knew, right? I knew that I heard his voice recently, right? But I just couldn't figure it out, and of course it was Demon Slayer then. Okay, whatever. But otherwise, I mean, the episode went back to super ugly CGI, right? Yeah, and that's great. The turtles... The Demon Lord, the turtles, you get the good shit, yeah. You get that good old Arifureta CGI bullshit. This made no sense, because first all the dragons flew into the portal, yet they were still flying outside of it and something. And this looks so ugly when you see them shoot the laser beams, and they're like floating and like, laser beams! And they have like, I think it's so ugly too, they're doing laser beams, right? Because that is so lazy, that just feels so bad. Because, I mean, you probably have done like me, right? You probably have played, or I don't know, say World of Warcraft. Obviously, I say World of Warcraft a lot, right? Because World of Warcraft is just a very, very famous big game, and most people, at least in the West, has played World of Warcraft, right? It's not big in Japan, but it's very, very big, of course, in America and so on. And, of course, in, like, for example, that World of Warcraft, you have Onyxia, right? You have Nefarian and these dragons, right? Usually black dragons, of course, even in that game. But also other dragons too, right? And they have, you know, a lot of breath attacks, right? They have fire breath and dark breath and ice breath and all that good stuff, right? But of course, as I'm thinking of a dragon, something like Breath of Fire or whatever, or a dragon games, right? When I'm imagining a dragon, I'm imagining a creature that's like, you know, then it comes to kind of fire breath, right? Or an ice breath, right? Based on the nature of the dragon, right? Or maybe like a breath of fire. Maybe the dragon can change their ability. But obviously that game is called Breath of Fire, right? Because you're playing a dragon, playing as a right? And you can change the dragon as well. So I think that is one of the things that make these dragons here, and also of course his main dragon boy, look so ugly, right? Because again, instead of having them doing, you know, yeah, this case, they're like, yeah, they're like freaking mechas. Yeah, they're doing like a laser beam. They're like Pacifista in One Piece, right? That's the thing really makes them look so weird. Because he clearly has like a freaking dragon army, but the dragons are spitting laser beams instead of, you know, doing breath attacks. Yeah, instead of doing like some kind of fire breath or a fireball, you know, like a yeah, so kind of fireball flying, right? Instead of doing that, all the dragons are like laser beams. Yeah, and they're shooting some blue ass, and this thing here looks too silly, right? Because they're like laser beam fire, like two kamehahas. Yeah, the dragons are like breathing, but at least Tio's, you know, her breath looks more like a breath, right? Look at this quality here. Her breath looks a lot more like an actual, you know, laser. I mean, not a laser beam, right? Because it's a little more pixely and a little more. It's like a little more feel to it, right? Her breath is just like a straight line. It is like a purple thing, but obviously it's like purple and it's deeper in the middle, right? It's lighter. So it looks a little less of a laser beam, and also the color itself is less laser beamy. But still, like her breath looks a little more like a breath at this, right? While the other dragon is like just laser beaming. the other dragon is like kamehameha, yeah. It's like, it's just so goddamn ugly. They're like, yeah, two dragons spitting kamehamehas at each other. This is awesome. You're like, holy shit, it looks ugly. And when was she starting to breed? She was starting... Yeah, like here. I mean, obviously it's really ugly. I mean, it's freaking Arifureta. This is ugly as... In 2 hours now, we're gonna watch Awesome Ranking, the best anime this year, right? And that anime has amazing art and so on. Not like this, right? Yeah, this is the freaking reverse Sakuga. Demon Slayer Uzui court last Sunday. God damn it, Uzui! God damn it! Well, anyway, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just so ugly. What can you say, right? This is like hell spawn ugly. It's just like a, it's like, what are you doing? But still, this scene, it looks more like a dragon breath, right? Because it's kind of coming out of her face and so on, yeah. But it looks like a laser beam. So I think that thing is just so lazy too that they made all the white dragon just, yeah, look at this thing here again. This is really ugly, but at least it feels like she's breathing out like a fire breath, right? Or kind of her is like a dark dragon, it's like a dark breath or whatever, yeah. So kind of like, you know, poison breath or whatever, yeah. Purple usually is poison animal, right? So it feels like a like for example in Fairy Tail, the poison dragon is purple, right? Yeah, his poison dragon is like he's doing like purple breaths and so on. So you know, like here it actually feels like a breath, right? You know, honestly, yeah. This is not super good, but at least it feels like a breath. Just this thing, and then you see that it's like some flames coming off and so on, right? So yeah, that actually looks like it's a breath. I mean, yes, again, it's a really fugly breath. Don't get me wrong, right? It's really, really fugly, but it has a breath feeling. But then the other goddamn dragon is like laser beaming, yeah. It's really ridiculous, yeah. The other dragon is like laser beam. She does like a she does like a kind of dark breath. Yeah, this is what I mean. Holy shit, it's so ugly. She does like, honestly, this is the perfect example of how ugly this anime is. This is honestly the perfect example of why this anime is so ugly, right? Because she does a very, not very good, but she does a breath at least, right? Just like, when it becomes like a flame pillar. But at least it's like a breath, and it's like flames, you know, coming out of it, right? And all the white dragons, they're like, laser beam! Yeah. And every goddamn white dragon is like, and he just lit out their mouth, it's like a ball, and boom, and it becomes like a freaking, you know, straight line of like light. It's like a blue beam at them. It is so goddamn ugly. Maybe the novel is like the white dragon have laser beams or something. Maybe they shoot laser beams instead of breaths. But come on, it just looks ridiculous. He's not even doing the animation right. The other Shield is doing the whole, you know, with her head right. She's doing the whole voice thing, you know, like charging up right. He's just like that's what I mean. He does the pacifistic one piece. He's just like because the laser beam. Yeah, it just looks so goddamn ridiculous. Like he's not even trying, you know. Like he's not even, they're not even trying. He opens his mouth and it becomes like a goddamn straight up laser beam. He's not even trying to animate his face or anything. It is hideous. It is so hideous. And it also feels so lazy. I think that's an issue, right? It feels so lazy. Like it just feels like what's happening. But anyway, I mean, it was a decent fight and so on. I do like the turtles. They were super ugly, but I do like the turtles on the turtle shield thing on the dragon. That was kind of cute. Here they are. He looks so ugly, but it was kind of adorable. It's like, I got turtle demons on my dragon demons, so no problem, bro. It's like, okay. And here, of course, they're gonna, you know, they're gonna, yeah, he's a heretic now, whatever, like, it's a shield hero strategy. But I don't know why they look so, you know, like, almost like zombified, yeah. They look like, oh, dead inside. I don't really get that. Because then she's like, oh no, they're gonna betray him. Not really, but they're gonna like brand him as evil or whatever, right? But why did the guards look like, yeah, why would they care? So, was that a hint something else? I do love this scene though, this is great though, when she suddenly touches the cat. This is very weird anime thing. She's like, Nia! She does a scream too. Nia, princess! Nia, Hime-chan! Yeah, he does the weird like, no! But instead of saying no, she's like, no! Kitty, no, don't tell people I like cats! I'm a badass sword lady! Yeah, first before she goes from this like, yeah, here's a little, you know, get into the cute cat form, and then she's like, Nia! Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, anyway, lastly, yeah, sure, you know, she has her papa. Shishue, that died, of course, and so on. It's a sad backstory, right? But I have to say this thing as my last thing here, right? I do find it is weird for me to care about Tio. Maybe that sounds mean just because she's like a hentai, I can still care about her family. No! But like that scene was still like, okay, she has a sad backstory, but it wasn't really detailed out though. But I do feel that it is like strange when, you know, like she's like, don't touch my husband, right? She gonna attack the dragon, and he's like, oh, the black dragon, what's she doing here? And then she's like, that's my love, he's my man, you know, I will kill you, he's my man, that kind of shit, right? So don't touch my husband, that kind of defense thing, you know, she gets pissed off, right? I mean, it makes sense because she's super in love with him, right? But that's what I mean, I do finally cringe honestly, right? Because we all know that the reason she's in love with him is because he ordered her, right? You know, the main character literally ordered her, right? You know, he put it up at her butt, yeah. And that's why she loves it. She's like, I want to get ordered again. Who abused me, master? You know, yeah, that's what she... So it is hard to, like, I feel cringy to watch her get all emotional and be like, don't touch my husband, you know. That's my love. And, you know, because we know that, yeah, she loves him because he abused her. It's just like, that to me is very Arifureta, because... I mean, the same thing with poor bunny girl, right? The only thing he ever heard is abuse her, right? Her, you know, the only thing, as I every episode, the only thing they ever do to her is just tell her she's an ugly bitch. They're like, oh, you're so fat, you know, yeah. Basically, all the time, they're like, stupid bunny boobs, like, that's kind of everything they said to her, right, you know? She's so bullied, right, by, in the beginning of the anime, yeah. And I have no understanding, to this day, right, why she's in the harem for, right? Why is she still in the harem for? She also has to be a narcissist. Just like Tio, right? Because he only abuses her all the time. For like, what, 6-7 episodes in straight line. And she's like, I love we share a harem with her. It's like, she hates you! It's fine! It's like a freaking, she's like, you know, some kind of like, battered housewife syndrome. Yeah, oh, he doesn't mean to beat me every day. He loves me! You know, it's just so, oh my god, it's anime. This just feels weird. But anyway, that's why guys, subscribe to the button so you guys super awesome ranking. About 2 hours from now, and goddamn it, I couldn't figure out if Uzui. Oh, it frustrates me because I had that feeling, right? That I've seen this character. You know, you have that feeling where like I have, you know, heard this voice just recently, right? You know, but again, he's not a famous voice actor. He's done a lot of animes, but he's never played like a main character. Right? So he's not like oh, this guy you should recognize, that kind of thing. Still, I would argue for. But so yeah, that's kind of what I mentioned. I was like, I can definitely, as I said earlier, I was like, I've definitely heard his voice before. I just can't. But it's not like Zorro or whatever. It's not Luffy. It's not like Naruto. You know what I mean? He's not like a famous main character or a big side character. So you kind of like, I've heard his voice before, but what anime was it? What anime was it? Then you're like, oh, of course, Demon Slayer, which I just saw. Oh, damn it. Whatever, guys, subscribe. So have a great day.